welcome back to my channel. My name is Liliana Barzotti and you're watching Barzotti Beauty. Now for this video, and a lot of you out there have asked me like how long does it take me to get ready in the mornings, what I use. So this is really what I'm going to show you. I'm going to break it down for you. It's really about 5 minutes for me if I'm not yapping away, but I wanted to explain to you each and every step while I go out ahead and apply this look. But anyway, stick around, don't press that button, stay till the end, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So I went ahead and applied a couple of products to my skin already without you, but I will get you cut up real quick. So I do use pricier products when it comes to moisturizers because I do like to take care of, my skin when it comes to, the future, preventing and such. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to use pricier things. It's just more of, try to get your hands on something, as long as it's keeping you moisturized and such, it's, that's the number one. So what I like to use is my YSL Rouge Daytime Moisturizer. Now this stuff is like gold. So it's absolutely insane. It smells delicious. It goes on my face so smoothly. My foundation just stays on longer. It just glides on really, really well, which I feel it's amazing. When your skin's dry, it's really hard to blend things in. But with this product right here, it just, oh my God, it's like velvet. I do have a T-zone, but I'm drier around my cheeks, and it just works really, really well with combination skin. Keeps me moisturized, but it doesn't make me oily. It doesn't come through the foundation, which is great. So I definitely 100% recommend you using it. Now, again, if you can't get your hands on something like this, try out different moisturizers, see what works for you, and I'm sure eventually you'll come up with something that is great for your skin. Now, as far as eye cream, I do tend to squint a lot when I smile, which is not necessarily great because I will get those creases around my eyes, when it comes to my makeup and such, like my concealer will crease and, that sort of thing. So I do like to make sure that I am using an eye cream around there as well. Now I've been using the Eau Rouge eye cream also, just because I kind of like to stay within the family of products that I'm using. I feel like it just helps everything just work better. But again, if you have different things that you use, it's really about what works for you. So I just use a couple of, I dot it around the underneath the eye a little bit. I just go ahead and blend it in, and it just works really well. And I use this cream day and night, which is amazing, and I definitely 100% recommend it. Now, next step definitely would be to prime the skin. Now, I do like to use my Photo Finish primer water for this. Now it's a mist. You go ahead and spray all over the face. Just let it sit for a moment, but this is actually what's going to help your makeup stay on longer. I definitely recommend using a primer. It takes 2 seconds, sets in really well, and then you can go ahead and apply your makeup. So next step would be my eyeshadow base. Now Chanel back in the day had an amazing eyeshadow base. It came in a tiny little tube, and I think that thing lasted forever, which may be the reason why they even discontinued it. I'm not sure. But that's when I was working for them back in, the day many years ago. And unfortunately, like I said, they did do away with the product, and I was super sad. But I was able to get my hands on a product that's working really well for me as of right now, which is my eye base by Trish McEvoy. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, definitely recommend it. I use my shade Bear. So this is really going to help brighten the eye area. It's going to help the shadows stay on longer if you do decide to wear shadows. I do recommend using a little bit of powder either way on top of it just to set it really well. But this thing's great. If you haven't tried it yet, I definitely recommend doing it. Now, as far as foundations, right after the eyeshadow base, I do use my Touche Eclat, which is what I have on today. And this is by YSL. It's an amazing product. This is something that will leave your skin nice and radiant, nice and moisturized, creamy. It's not a matte finish, even though I do have the All Hours from them as well, which I think is also great. It just really kind of depends on what finish you're looking for, what you're in the mood for, and I constantly tend to change back and forth between the two. So for today, I did apply this right here. It comes with your EC pump applicator, which is great. I went ahead and used it with my YSL foundation brush. Now this thing is really, really cool. It does have that Y right in the center. So this right here just kind of holds the foundation when you do use your pump, and then you can go ahead and apply. So it's really, really nice. So I just pretty much dot the face, and with the foundation brush, I go ahead and blend it out really well all over my skin. Now we're ready for concealer. Now for this right here, we're going to go ahead and do together. So I actually have a couple that I go to. Here we go. So I do have my Sisley concealer. Now again, this is something a little bit pricier. That doesn't necessarily mean that you need to use something like this, but I do think this thing is amazing. If you do get your hands on it, try it. It just works really well, covers really nicely, and it doesn't dry out the eye area, which I think is great. Now as far as what I'm going to use for today, it's my Dior, and this is the Diorskin Forever Undercover Concealer, and it's a quick wand applicator, just like that, and we're just going to go ahead and apply it under the eye area. Okay. I like to apply a little bit more. It just really kind of up to you how much you use. And I'm going to go ahead and blend it out really quickly with my beauty blender. And I want to do this before it actually starts to crease, because again, that tends to be an issue for me. So if I use my powder right after, I feel like, I don't bake it for too long, but it does help my concealer to stay on longer, and I don't have to worry about it throughout the day, which I think it's great. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit more concealer right around this area right here, just to brighten it up. Okay. And then just on the bridge of my nose. And this is just really bringing light back into your face, which I think it's really, really nice. Now to go ahead and set this real quick, I do use my Souffle loose powder by YSL, and I just grab it with my beauty blender and I apply a little bit around the eyes. So yeah, I like to go ahead and bake under the eye for not too long, but still enough that it doesn't, my concealer doesn't crease. So that's really kind of like my most important thought as soon as I do put that concealer on. So I definitely recommend you spending that extra minute, just letting it really sit for a moment. So now for this step right here, I'm just grabbing my powder brush and I'm just dusting off the excess powder. Just like that. So for my bronzer, I'm actually using right now my Guerlain, which is amazing. It does have a nice, pink tones and bronzy tones, which just help to keep my tan definitely more natural. And this is actually shade number 4, Sun Blondes. I'm going to go ahead and do a, basically like a 3 around my face. So I'm going to start at the forehead, go right underneath my cheekbone, and then right along the jawline. So this is just going to create a little bit of depth, which you definitely want to do. So it's kind of like a quick contour, and you're really just kind of doing it like so. And then if you do one, I bring it down along the neck a little bit, which tends to be a lighter area in my body. I don't know why. I can actually go ahead and apply it now just to contour my face. Now for this, I use my angled brush. This is actually an oldie that I have by Chanel. It was a number 10. So my angled brush, and I just go right ahead to the bronzer, and then I just apply a little bit right under my cheekbone. So you're just gonna go right ahead and go right underneath that cheekbone, and I just basically go straight down. I don't like to curve underneath my cheeks too much, because I do feel like it makes my face a little bit rounder, but just like so. Now if you feel like you've put on too much, just go right ahead and buff it out, just to keep it more natural. And now we can move on to a little bit of blush. Now for this right now, I'm actually using, which you can tell I've been using it a lot. This is my Almay Blush in shade, what is this? Smart Shade, actually. Definitely you can tell it's been my go-to. Now what I like to do with this is just go right ahead and do a little bit right on my cheeks, and a little right along the nose, just to give the face a little bit more color. It's just about looking naturally flushed. Crazy. And now we can move on to that very fun highlighter that I love so much. This is one of my favorite parts when it comes to makeup. I absolutely love it. I'm actually going to try this with you. I just went and got this at Ulta. So this is actually my Stila highlighter, and it comes in color Kitten, which is the one that I use, and it's a creamier texture, which is absolutely beautiful. It goes on really, really smooth, and ooh, we're gonna go ahead and apply that all over the face. So I'm gonna go right ahead and grab my Morphe brush, and this is my Morphe M438, and it's a creamy product. You can use it with a sponge, your fingers, or a brush. I actually wanted to test it out because the lady said I could use it with my brush, and we're gonna see if that's true. If you can see with the light. Oh yeah, this is nice. So this is a nice and natural finish. Ooh. And I actually want to apply a little bit on the tip of my nose and the corner of my eye. So for the tip of my nose, I'm actually going to go right ahead and use my Morphe M532 brush, and just going to grab a little bit of that product and dust right there and a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Now again, I've not tried this highlighter before. I'm not definitely crazy about it yet. I feel like it's a very subtle, very natural look, but let's see how it looks afterwards with my setting spray. I might just bring it to life a little bit more. I definitely love highlighters, so it does have nice coloring. So hopefully it does come to life. I'm just gonna go ahead and touch up my brows. Now for that, I actually use my Anastasia brow pencil, and this is called Brow Definer actually, but in shade Soft Brown, and I absolutely love this baby. It does come with a angled tip, as you can see right there, and this just helps, I don't know, to kind of position it better for me. I feel like I really do a better job with an angled pencil, and I kind of like to move quickly with this. I don't like to put too much on, especially if it's for like my everyday look. I'm shading the outside first, and then go ahead and shade the inside. So we just want to blend it all out with the brush a little bit, and voila, I think that's actually perfect. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So like I said, you're kind of tracing the shape first, and then you can go right ahead and shade in. So I'm just going to go right ahead and brush it in a little bit just to blend it, but I feel they look amazing. I absolutely love this pencil. It's the perfect shade, and I just feel like it just works really well with the fact that it's a little slanted, so I can position it better when it comes to shading in my brows. Now I can go right ahead and apply my mascara. Now for this step right here, I'm actually right now currently using my Monsieur Big by Lancome. I definitely recommend this product. It is amazing. If you don't have the time for lashes, which I would love to have the time all the time to just apply them on and, you know, be like, voila. But I don't necessarily have that quality time in the morning when I'm rushing out with my daughter. So I definitely like to make sure that I am using an awesome mascara that's still going to lengthen and thicken my lashes as much as possible. So this is what I use right here. And I like to concentrate on the corners, just to making sure that you're kind of brushing and feathering them out a little bit. And always look away when you're doing this, just so you don't poke yourself in the eye. All right, guys, so that's how my mascara looks, and I have to say it's pretty bomb. I do already kind of have somewhat long lashes, but I do like to wear my falsies every now and then, and I just feel like this does such an amazing job. So my Monsieur Big by Lancome, that's definitely a go-to. If you haven't tried it already, definitely go ahead and do so. For my final step, I'm just going to go ahead and set all of this up, and then we're going to go ahead and do a fun lip. I used my Top Secrets YSL setting spray, which works great. Again, you're really just kind of misting really quickly. Oh yeah. And, ooh, as you can tell, my highlighter has definitely been brought to life a little bit more. which is nice. I can't complain. I'm not 100% definitely sure that I would use it as my go-to, but that highlighter is not so bad. Right, so for my final step, I'm going to go right ahead and do my lips. Now I've actually been using for a couple of days this Buxom new lipstick and lip liner that I tried, which I think are absolutely great. The product is so creamy. I definitely like a more matte finish sometimes because I feel like it stays on longer, but I went ahead and tried this formula. Now it's not matte. It's nice and creamy on your lips, but there's something about the color and the texture. If you haven't tried it already, definitely do so. And then boom, packaging. Anyways, that's the Buxom lipstick for you, and that is in colored Wicked Pink. Just fits right around here in Boston. We're looking wicked pretty. And right here, I'm using also the Buxom lip liner, and this is color Ransom. Well, my accent kicks in every now and then if you haven't noticed already, but this is my Plumpline lip liner, and it's really cool. On one side, it actually comes with a brush, so a brush applicator if you need to use for, you know, any other lipsticks, and boom, you've got your lip liner right there. Now I'm gonna go right ahead and start to line my lips like this. So I just go right ahead and kind of shade in a little bit just to help that lipstick stay on longer. And now I can go right ahead and apply my Wicked Pink lipstick. This product is so amazing. It just feels so nice on my lips. It's so creamy. If you haven't tried Buxom yet, definitely check it out. I purchased this one at Ulta, and it's just such a pretty combination. It keeps your lips super moisturized, and it just, there's something really pretty about the color that even if it's winter, just brings a little bit more light to my face. So definitely check out Buxom. I think they have a great products. Alright guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's look and that you find it easy for you to do it at home as well. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on my next video.